Here we go. Let's do better. Here we go. As soon as you're open, your man helps it off. That's the catch and shoot. Gotta be ready. Work, work, work.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome inside the GCU Arena in the heart of Phoenix on the campus of Grand Canyon University for tonight's match between the Portland State Vikings and your Grand Canyon University Lopes. I'm Philip Katofmo alongside Dominic Hinton. And Dominic, the Lopes are looking to break their two-game losing streak here at home, give themselves an early Christmas gift, but they've got a tough matchup against a very talented Portland State team.
Well, absolutely. They're coming off a two-game losing streak, but on the other side, Portland State has not lost a game at all this season. They have a perfect record. They've been blowing out opponents, so it's going to be definitely a challenge for the Lopes to take on this Portland State team. If they're going to do it, they're going to need to do it by defending the perimeter defense. Portland State is a great shooting team. They're also going to definitely need some offensive keys in this game. They have all the potential to do it. It's just going to take an A game for sure.
Well, they've been getting some great play from Carla Balagay as well as Laura Piera. Laura Piera averaging 10 points a game. Definitely going to want to get her going tonight.
Oh, absolutely. And a surprise player that I think is going to come up huge is going to be Taylor Caldwell for sure. She had 12 points in her first collegiate start against Montana on Friday, and I think she's looking to follow that up tonight with a big performance.
Last time the Lopes got a win here at home, you got to go back to Thanksgiving break where they beat LIU Brooklyn thanks to a game-winning three by Laura Piera. Let's see if they can get the win tonight, but before we get into all that, let's take you down to center court for prayer and national anthem.
At this time, we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your hats as we begin this evening's competition with a word of prayer led tonight by Jessie Dellariva, current GCU student and graduate of Phoenix Rescue Mission's Transformations Program.
Father, thank you for bringing us all here tonight. I just want to pray for the students here tonight, Lord. I pray success on all of them, Lord. I also pray for the safety of the players and the fans here tonight. And God, I pray for all those that are alone, sick, suffering, in need tonight, that you would be with them, Lord. I just ask that God be with us all, and I pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Fans, please remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. The Star-Spangled Banner will be performed this evening by your very own Thundering Herd Pep Band under the direction of Paul Cook, and this evening his associate, Kenneth Sandoval. Fans, it's time to meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Vikings. At guard, 6'2" senior, number 0, Ashley Bolston. At guard, a senior, 6 foot, number 2, Sydney Riley. At forward, a 6'4" senior, number 10, Courtney West. At forward, a 6'4" junior, number 11, Jordan Stolter. And at guard, a 5'6" sophomore, number 23, Kylie Jimenez. Portland State is led by Lynn Kennedy, associate head coach Chelsea Gregg, assisted by Keaton Gregg and Carly Meister. fans, it's time to meet your Grand Canyon University Antelopes! At guard, a 5'5" senior from Bali, India, number 4, Kavita Akula! At guard, a 5'9" freshman from Barcelona, Spain, number 5, Laura Piera! At guard, a 5'11" freshman from Vanta, Finland, number 21, Venla Varis! At forward, 6 feet tall, from Antioch, California, number 23, A.J. Cephas! And at center, a 6-foot senior from Blaine, Minnesota, number 53, Sharon Miller! The Lopes are coached by Nicole Powell, assisted by Nikki Blue, Brad Langston, and Taylor High.
It is opening tip here. Everybody is fired up as the Lopes look to break their 2-game losing streak here in front of these fans. A Christmas gift waiting to happen as we get ready for a holiday break. It is the final home game of the 2018 season. Let's get you the starting lineups brought to you by Dignity Health. First for the Portland State Vikings, number 0, Ashley Bolston, number 2, Sydney Riley, number 10, Courtney West, number 11, Jordan Stolter, number 23, Kylie Jimenez, and for the Lopes, Kavita Kula, Laura Piera, who's starting, did not play last time against Montana, but is in this game. Ben Lavaris, AJ Cephas, and Sharon Miller take the rest of the Lopes lineup, and away we go. Tip goes around, picked up by Bolston. She'll take it up. Varis guarding Bolston, passes it around.
Bolston's going to be one of the key players to watch for this game for the Portland State University team. She put up 18 points in their last game against University of Texas El Paso, so look for her to really be on the offensive side tonight.
Bolston pushing it up, gets it over. Layup is up and good. That's going to be 2 points for Sydney Riley.
That's something you don't want to see early on, Phil. Just an early turnover right there, although it looked like it could have been a travel.
Akula down low to Sharon Miller. Miller looking for somebody outside or in. She'll get it to Cephas. Cephas working down low, loses it, and it's picked off by the Vikings. Jimenez pushing it up. Gets it over to Riley. Riley over to Bolston. Bolston, 2 points, and she'll get fouled. So Varis will get her first foul, and we'll get our first free throws of the night, courtesy of Ashley Bolston of the Portland State Vikings.
So already Portland State putting on the defense, really making it hard for the offense for the Lopes to get anything going.
First free throw is good. Score now moves 3-0. Second free throw on the way, and the score moved to 4-0. Piera will push it up. Piera, it's a screen from Miller. Piera on the drive, over to Cephas. Cephas wide open off the glass, left hand, no good, rebounded by Bolston. Bolston pushing it up.
Piera set up that almost perfectly. Cephas just could not finish. That's one that I know she wished she would have back.
West right hand up and good, yeah. AJ Cephas definitely won those 2 points back, as now the score goes 6-0. Varis over to Cephas, over to Akula. Akula over to Piera. Piera top of the key, looking for something. As we get some space, down low, Miller. Sharon Miller up off the glass. Sharon Miller gets the scoring going early. As usual, Sharon Miller solid in the post.
And there's a reason why she is the leading scorer here for GCU. Those moves just like that, they need to feed her all night.
Well, as you were looking at that replay, Courtney West just got a layup off the backboard. Score goes 8-2. Piera over to Cephas. Cephas going to spot up for two. Lopes will not respond. It rims out, rebounded by the Vikings.
A great look there by Cephas. If I'm her, I take that shot 10 out of 10 times.
Inside to West. West off the glass and in again. Sydney Riley. And we will get a timeout on the floor for the Lopes. The score with 7 minutes and 37 seconds to go in the first half. 10-2, Vikings lead. We'll be right back right after this.
Our armed forces' heroism, courage, and bravery give greater meaning to what it is to be an American. Grand Canyon University honors you and pays tribute to you and your family. As a community, GCU celebrates your service, your sacrifice, and your commitment. God bless all the brave men and women who put our country first. We want to do the same for you. GCU puts you first with its flexible and convenient online degree programs. We salute you and thank you for your service.
Feel the thunder in the heart of Phoenix. GCULopes.com.
Back here, finish out the rest of the first half. Score 10-2 so far. 7 minutes and 37 seconds, led by number 2, Sydney Riley for the Portland State Vikings. And Dominic, we are seeing a very fast-paced offense from Portland State.
Well, there's a reason that they are unbeaten, and it showed right there in the first couple of minutes. Right away, straight from tip-off, they had great defense, and they're moving fast on both sides of the ball. They're really just kind of giving them the Lopes a run for their money right now, running around them. So it'll be interesting to see how the Lopes recover after this timeout.
Akula inbounds it to Piera. Piera pushing it up. Taylor Caldwell has checked in for GCU. Akula over to Caldwell. Caldwell looking down low. She's got Cephas. Cephas working inside and blocked, rebounded. Cephas is going to keep it, but she's going to dribble it out. Lopes will go with a full court press. Look to add some pressure to Portland State. Let's see if they can break it. Bolston. And they will. Bolston over to Jimenez. Jimenez swings it back to Bolston. Bolston not going to take the three. Gets it back over to Riley. Riley. And it'll go out of bounds. So a turnover by Portland State. Stolzer threw it out of bounds, looking for her teammate on the far left side.
It'll be interesting to see if GCU can capitalize on this drive right here on that turnover. It'll be huge for them if they can get some points off this one right here.
Akula over to Caldwell. Caldwell in the corner. Cephas looking for Sharon Miller. A bit of a risky pass. Miller hangs on to it, gets it back to Piera. So good hustle by Sharon Miller to pick that one back up. Piera on the drive, she'll draw the foul.
How about Piera? Really just trying to do it all right there, take it into the hoop, kind of ignoring that screen by Sharon Miller and finding her own lane, drawing that foul. Great job by her.
Well, we know Laura Piera has definitely been has on many occasions drawn in the defense, driving into the basket and finding an open teammate. And right there, she was able to draw the foul, slow down the game a little bit, and now we'll get an inbound from Taylor Caldwell.
Oh, absolutely, and it's great to see her back in the starting lineup. She was not against Montana. She was definitely missed.
Inside to Miller. Miller blocked by West and out of bounds on Portland State.
I believe that is actually Courtney West's second block, so she's already playing huge defense for Portland State.
Caldwell looking for somebody. She'll get it into Miller. Miller back out. Caldwell looking for three. She's not going to find it. They're going to call a travel violation. And it'll be a turnover for GCU.
If GCU wants to stay in the game, number one, they're going to have to limit these turnovers right here because you know Portland State is going to capitalize every time they get the ball back.
Miller looking for the steal. She'll get it, but she steps out. Good hustle by Sharon Miller on the defense.
An absolute valiant effort by Miller. Love to see her just coming in there flying for that ball.
Bolston tipped by Piera and out of bounds again. keeping the pressure up.
Absolutely. So Piera and Miller both showing that they still want to stay in this game. It's still very early on. So love to see that resilient effort by the Lopes.
Olsen will inbound it. Jimenez pushing it up. She'll meet two teammates. And she'll push it through. Jimenez over to Riley. Riley throws it out of bounds and gets it tipped off GCU, so Portland will hang on to possession. And the Havoc's not too happy about that call, but it is still Portland ball. And so we got a foul on Laura Piera. Or I'm sorry, that's actually on Kavita Akula. She threw a 5 up there. Riley off the glass and in. So 12-2 goes the score for Portland State.
Sydney Riley already with 6 points for Portland State. She's coming up huge right now in the beginning of this game.
Inside, Cephas. She'll kick it out. Akula. Back over to Piera. Piera on the drive, spot up 2. That's good, Laura Piera.
And I love that move right there, just kind of creating her own space, pulling up, getting a little mid-range jumper. Great shot by Piera.
Olsen at the top of the key. She gets the drive, tipped, stolen away by Laura Piera. Piera with the quick hands, and she'll push it up. Gets it to Cephas. Cephas on the fast break, off the glass and in. Lopes cut the lead to 6.
And a great defensive effort by Piera, but an even greater read by Cephas right there to get open, call for that pass, and make the layup.
Olsen again on the left-hand side. She'll get it to Riley. Riley's going to spot up for 2. No good. Rebounded by Sharon Miller. Miller fighting for it. And it's going to be a foul on Riley.
And Miller is upset underneath, you can tell. She grabbed that ball, and there's no way anybody was taking that from her.
So Cephas will inbound to Piera. Piera gets it over to Caldwell. Caldwell looking for somebody. She'll find Piera. Kula on the left-hand side. She'll get it inside to Miller. Outside, tipped away. Caldwell keeps it. Caldwell spot up 2. No good. Rebounded by West. Jimenez will push it up for Portland State. Jimenez over to Tainta. Over to Riley. Jimenez down low, West for 2, and that's good.
And how about that ball movement right there by Portland State? That was just some quick, clean passes resulting in that field goal right there. There's a reason they're unbeaten, and that's another one right there.
Cephas looking for Akula. Akula back down to Cephas. Cephas going to spot up for 2, no good. Rebounded by Miller. Miller's second chance off the glass and in. Sharon Miller getting her 4th point of the game.
Sharon Miller already starting to be more aggressive in the paint than she was against Montana. That's what you love to see when you get your big man going like that.
Bolster a long 3, no good. She's going to follow her shot, and it's going to be a jump ball. So the possession arrow is pointing the way of GCU, and they will get the ball. We'll get some substitutions on both sides. Desiree Hansen will check in, and Pia Jurhar will step in for Portland State, and Deja Daniel will come in for Sharon Miller. And Carla Balagay will come in for AJ Cephas.
One thing I want to point out, Phil, on that last shot is Holston grabbed her own rebound and she shot a 3-pointer. That should never happen. The 3-point shot should never be, the rebound should never be received by the shooter. So that says something. GCU really needs to step up on the glass tonight.
Daniel was fighting for it, hung on to it. It's going to be a 3-second violation, 3 in the key for GCU. So Hansen will inbound. Jimenez gets it back. Hansen pushing it up. This is where I would say pressure should be added even more when you got your big handling the ball.
Absolutely.
Tipped by Caldwell, but they'll call a foul.
Yeah, it's not very often you see a big man carry the ball up the court like that. Interesting move by Portland State, but like you mentioned, definitely the pressure is on.
Jimenez inbounds it. Bolston. It's going to be a traveling violation. Turnover by Portland State. This is where GCU's really got to capitalize on the turnovers by Portland State and try to put some points on the board.
Well, absolutely, because you know Portland State, no matter what, is going to score when GCU turns over. GCU needs to respond early on right here to these Portland State turnovers.
Daniel back out. Akula, first 3 of the game. No good. Rebounded by Portland State. Hansen pushing it up again, tipped by Piera, and out of bounds on Portland State. So it seems like Desiree Hansen, the three for Portland State, handling the ball pretty well, I gotta say.
Yeah, not bad. A little bit of an interesting read on that one. She definitely could have waited for offense to get set up, but I like the aggression for sure.
Piera on the drive, high off the glass and in, Laura Piera.
And what a pretty move by Piera on that one, just to kind of sidestep the defender and kiss it off the glass.
Bolston looking for space. She's gonna put it up right over Carla Balagay.
She's gonna do that one all night. That one was just an easy bucket for her.
Piera pushing it up. Gets it over to Caldwell. Caldwell orchestrating the offense, Balagay. Over to Piera, Piera on the drive. Over to Caldwell, Caldwell's gonna spot up for three. No good. Good look by Taylor Caldwell.
Absolutely, if I'm her, I take that shot every time. Great spacing and a great look, just did not fall.
Tainta with it on the drive, right hand, off the rim, tipped around, rebounded by Portland State. Down low. Johar kicks it out to Hansen. Hansen's gonna spot it for two and hit it off the rim. Jimenez over to Bolston. Bolston not afraid to shoot from the outside. Good defense by Kavita Akula, but a little too aggressive, and 2 points and a foul for Portland State.
And Bolston read that one perfectly, almost kind of jumped into that foul, but really just gaining some momentum here. The Lopes are going to need to stop her if they want to stay in this game.
Ben Lavares will come in for Laura Piera, so Piera will get some rest. 4 points for Laura so far. 1 rebound and 2 assists. Bolston so far 2 for 2 from the free throw line. First one is up and good. So she'll get the and one, and we'll get another substitution. Sydney Riley will check back in.
The Lopes need to be very careful fouling this Portland State offense because they're shooting .787% from the free throw line. That is absolutely huge for an NCAA team, so they're a very good free throw shooting team.
Caldwell looking for someone down low. Back out to Akula. Akula swings it. Varis corner three. That's good. Ben Lavares knocking it down from the right-hand side.
Ben Lavares getting a great look right there. Really could be what the Lopes need to push the momentum in their direction.
Hansen back out. Tainta for three. Response no good. Tipped around by Balagay. Hansen on the second chance. Swings it out. Bolston long three. No good. Tipped around. Balagay will pick it up. Caldwell over to Varis. Varis bounce pass. Caldwell back with it. Akula over Varis again for three. That's good. Ben Lavares back-to-back threes. And the Lopes cut the deficit to 3. And it looks like we've got a technical foul on the Portland State coach. After Venla's corner 3, it seemed like the head coach, Keaton Gregg, getting a little heated. Thought that Taylor Caldwell might have traveled on that last possession, so Kavita will go to shoot the technical free throw, try to cut this deficit to 2, but seems like the Lopes are starting to make some shots.
And I'll tell you what, Ben Lavares coming up huge, 2 back-to-back three-pointers. She knows her range, she knows where she likes to shoot it from, and she's in a groove right now.
Akula unable to make the first free throw. Akula's second one is good. So the Lopes will also retain possession.
So the Lopes showing signs of life and fight right now, cutting the deficit only to 2. So I know Portland State's a little confused seeing the Lopes come back to life.
So a little bit of a break thanks to head coach Keaton Gregg of Portland State, and it'll actually be Portland State ball. So 19-17 now. What was looking like a hefty lead for Portland State has now been cut down thanks to 2 threes by Ben Lavares.
Yeah, Ben LeVar is coming up absolutely huge. She's going to need to keep that momentum all night.
Hansen for three, tipped around. Tainta picks it back up. Back down low to Hansen. Hansen's going to look for somebody. She'll find Jurhar. Jurhar's going to swing it. Tainta on the drive. Left hand off the glass and in.
But you know what? That was a great shot, but the Lopes had great defense on that. That's what I like to see, putting the pressure on.
Caldwell gets it over to Balagay. Over to Akula. Akula orchestrating the offense. Over to Varis. Varis back over to Akula. Akula swings it back. Varis over to Caldwell. 10 seconds to shoot for the Lopes. Caldwell on the drive. Kicks it back out. Varis again for three. That's good!
You have
Venla
got
Varis
to be kidding me.
puts it in and cuts the deficit to 1.
I don't care who you are, if you're a fan of basketball, you love seeing stuff like that. A three-point shooter getting into the rhythm, 3 threes in a row, and that's what has kept GCU in this game.
21-20 goes the score as we head to the second quarter. Venla Varis catching heat with 9 points, and we'll see if the Lopes can continue. We'll be right back for the second quarter here on GCU TV.
It's that time again. Time to be thankful. Time to be with loved ones. Family Christmas. And family traditions. Now's the time to make room for what's really important. The years go by fast, and the holidays even faster. This is your season. Seize it. GCU's online degree program puts you first, so you can make the most of your time. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University.
About time we washed it.
Getting ready to trade it in. What are you doing?
Just a little shopping. Wait, a new truck. Don't you think I should be involved?
Of course. We'll head over to Sanderson Ford as soon as I'm done.
I don't have time today. Hope we're going with 4 doors this time.
Ooh, of course. I know exactly what I want. I mean, we want. A lightning blue Ford F-150 Super Crew with EcoBoost.
All done.
Shop from home, buy from home, we deliver. From the dealer you can trust, Sanderson.
I thought you said in the commercial. Get the best gear to show off your Lope pride. Go to lopeshop.gcu.edu to find everything GCU, from the newest apparel to the coolest accessories. Use promo code BBALL18 to get 25% off for being a GCU TV viewer. Let's paint the Valley purple and Lopes up.
And I'll tell you what, Dominic, the Lopes are playing some pretty good b-ball to end out 2018. 21-20 so far the score here in the second quarter. Portland State will inbound the ball. It'll be Stotler inbounding it to Jimenez. Piera has checked back in. AJ Cephas is back. Caldwell, Deja Daniel, and Venla Varis, who hit 2 clutch threes to end out the first quarter, rounds out the starting lineup for GCU.
I'll tell you what, Venla Varis coming up huge. Those 3-pointers really just in a nice rhythm. You'd love to see what she can do in the second quarter.
Air ball rebounded by Caldwell. Caldwell will push it up. Caldwell swings it over to Piera. Piera over to Varis. Varis down low, almost tipped away. Risky pass, but Cephas hangs onto it. Caldwell swings it back over. Varis on the drive. Looking down low. Cephas, post move. Right hand, no good. Rebounded by Portland State. Not a bad look for AJ Cephas.
Yeah, AJ Cephas has gotten some great looks tonight. Her shots just aren't falling, but sometimes that's what happens. If I'm her, all I can do is just keep on shooting.
Caldwell with some good defense there. Tips pass a couple times, but unable to get the ball. And we will have a foul on Venla Varis.
GCU foul number 21, Venla Varis.
So Venla Varis picks up her second foul. But 9 points for Venla Varis, very clutch in terms of three-point shooting, and she's really been doing that all season for GCU.
Well, absolutely. She's a definite three-point shooter, and she knows her range. That's one thing that I love. She knows where she can shoot from. She's not taking crazy shots. She's able to get that spacing, and she sees the court very well.
So we'll get another inbound. Stotler. She'll toss it in. Jimenez. Cephas on the defense. Caldwell tipped and stolen. Taylor Caldwell with the quick hands. She's got Cephas. She's not going to find her. Caldwell over to Piera. They'll swing it out. Kavita down low. Cephas and no shot. It'll be a turnover for GCU. Lopes will go back to the full court press. Tainta gets it over to Jimenez. Vikings able to break the press. And it's going to be Lopes ball. It looks like Jimenez stepped out. Turnover for Portland State. Lopes will hang on to it.
Now it's up to GCU to capitalize on that turnover. This could be absolutely a huge possession for them.
Top of the key to Daniel. Piera on the drive, kicks it out. Looking for Akula, might have got tripped up, no call. Fast break, Jimenez on the drive, left hand, no shot. Traveling violation for Portland State.
And absolutely the whole row of Havocs behind me were signaling travel right away. Great call by the ref.
So there's another turnover for Portland State. Piera will push it up, gets it over to Cephas, swings it around to Caldwell. Caldwell down low, again to Cephas, right hand this time, no good. Gets her own rebound, second chance, no good, tipped around, and Bolston's got the rebound.
Not much more you can do there if you're Cephas. Just did not fall the first time, was able to get the rebound, did not fall the second time.
High two, no good, tipped around, and it'll be out of bounds on GCU. So it seems like Taylor Caldwell and AJ Cephas were battling for the rebound down there. Didn't give the same team call, as they were both working hard down low to grab the rebound for the Lopes. Turnover for GCU. Portland will hang on. Off the glass, no good. Riley gets her own rebound, and it's going to be a shooting foul.
Riley hit the ground hard there
She
on
did.
that one. Good to see she's getting up okay.
Yeah, Riley is okay. And looks like she might have bumped into Kavita Akula a little bit. And we'll get some substitutions now for GCU. Taylor Howard will check in. Stotler swings it around to West. Back out to Stotler. Gets it over Riley to Jimenez. Jimenez top of the key. Looking for some movement. She'll swing it around. Down low, tipped by Cephas and intercepted. And she stepped out.
Right as I was about to say, a great defensive play by Cephas. But nonetheless, really just getting in there and breaking up that pass. That's what you got to do here against this Portland State offense.
And it's going to be a charge. Taylor Howard able to draw the charge on number 10, Courtney West. Another turnover for Portland State, but again, Dominic, this is where GCU has to really take advantage of the mistakes.
Absolutely. They've gotten lucky that Portland State hasn't taken advantage of their mistakes in the last couple of minutes. It's really up to them to take advantage here.
Piera to Cephas. Cephas in the paint, swings it out. Caldwell looking for three, doesn't get it. Traveling violation on Taylor Caldwell.
Tell you what, Phil, since that technical foul, this game has been very, very back and forth. Both teams turning the ball over, just really going at each other.
Desiree Hansen will check back in for Portland State. Yeah, it seems like both teams are really just exchanging turnovers now. Hansen will inbound again for Portland State. Piera guarding Jimenez, back to Hansen. Hansen pushing it up. She picks up her dribble. And it goes out of bounds, Slopes ball.
And another great defensive play by AJ Cephas. Her shots aren't falling tonight, but you know what? She's not in her head, and she's doing it on the other side of the court. Great job right there.
Yeah, gotta love that from AJ Cephas. Coming in and, like you said, playing great defense, even though she's not finding her shot just yet. Doing a great job on the other end, making turnovers and getting the Lopes in this game. Piera swings it around to Howard. Howard back to Piera. Piera inside. Daniel, she's gonna draw no, she's gonna be a traveling violation. So another press bank for GCU.
Quite a bit of travel violations being called here. The refs are not giving anything.
Yeah. Like I said, just been trading turnovers basically. Bolston kicks it out. Jimenez steps up, spot up two, no good. Rebounded by Daniel, and Caldwell hangs on to it. It'll be a foul on number 0. That is Ashley Bolston. So that's Bolston's first foul. And Lopes will hang on to it. Balagay waiting to check in for GCU.
Bolston's already got 7 points for the Portland State Vikings, so really, really need to look to shut her down on the other end.
Piera on the wing. Swings it around. Howard looking for someone, swings it back over to Piera. Piera gets a screen from Daniel. Back out, Howard for three, gonna be a tough shot, no good. Hanson on the drive, down low. Back out top to Bolston, Hanson spot up three, no good. Rebounded by Piera.
Neither team's shots are falling in these past couple of minutes.
We still have yet to see a score change so far. Inside to Daniel. Daniel, no good. Rebounded by Cephas. Cephas back over to Howard. Howard on the drive. Trying to draw the foul, no call. Daniel fighting for it. Hanson is able to pick it up. Portland State pushes it up. Bolston on the wing. With the drive, gets the screen from West. Bolston, no good. Rebounded by Daniel. Piera tipped it around and stolen by Bolston. Vikings pushing it up again. Oh, that's a travel. And they'll call the foul.
Wow, I'm a little surprised they didn't call the travel first right there. But nonetheless,
Daniel and Cephas will check out. Balagay and Sharon Miller will come in. West, guarded by Miller. Jimenez, top of the key, swings it around. Hanson looking for three. She's going to take the drive instead. Tipped by Piera and stolen by Sharon Miller.
Great defense there by Piera. That's what you love to see.
Bit of a risky pass from Sharon Miller, but Piera able to hang on to it. Piera on the drive, looking for the tip. It's stolen. Hanson. Top of the key for Bolston. Bolston on the drive. Swings it out to Jimenez. Jimenez over to Tainta. Tainta swings it around. Bolston looking for three again. No good. Balagay with the rebound. Piera on the drive. Looking for the foul. Gets it over to Balagay. Back over to Piera. And we will get a timeout on the floor. No score so far, no change in the score as it remains 21-20 as we get a timeout on the floor. When we come back, the rest of the second quarter, you're watching women's basketball here on GCU TV.
I'm Brittany, and this is Ask GCU. Hi, I'm Brittany Holwyn, and you should watch Ask GCU,
where we answer your questions every week.
And the points don't matter. Wait, what?
Tune in every week for answers to be questioned.
Where we answer your questions in a common, all right.
I'm a professional banter. Tweet hashtag AskGCU to get your question featured.
Back here for the rest of the second quarter. The score with 4 minutes and 6 seconds to remain. 21-20. Portland State still leading, but Dominic, we've seen a little bit of a sloppy basketball game on both ends of the floor. Right now, it's just been turnover after turnover after turnover.
Well, absolutely, both teams moving fast. Since Nicole Powell called a timeout in the first quarter, and then followed up by the technical on Portland State's end, GCU has really found the momentum, started to match Portland State, and Portland State really hasn't had an answer for that yet. So it'll be interesting to see after this timeout what GCU can do to really just push themselves forward and sort of take the lead of this ball game.
Caldwell with it at the top of the key. Should get a high screen from Sharon Miller. Caldwell Looking for somebody. Swings it around to Akula. Akula over to Howard. Howard looking down low. She's not going to pass it. She'll get it to Miller. Kicks it back out. Caldwell, shot clock violation.
Well, Taylor Caldwell with a good look right there. The shot clock ran out of time, but I'll tell you what, she's a player that I'd love to see get started. Mentioned earlier, 12 points in her first collegiate start, so I know she's really looking to follow that up with a big game here.
Tainta gets the screen from West. Tainta on the drive, kicks it out. Bolston, guarded by Caldwell. They'll swing it around. Jimenez, long three, no good. Balagay's gonna have to fight for it from Hansen, and Hansen will throw it off, and it'll be out of bounds on the Lopes.
Interesting to see Jimenez. She's 0 for 3 so far, but in the last game against University of Texas El Paso, she had 21 points, so really just the Lopes have just kind of shut her down so far in this first half.
Hansen will inbound. Jimenez with it at the top of the key. Screened by West. Jimenez on the drive. Looking for somebody. She'll find Bolston. Bolston out on the wing. Down low. West up off the glass, and nope, no good.
And a great rebound by Balagay right there. I love to see her crossing the boards, getting up, beating 2 Portland State Vikings to the ball, and just bringing it down for GCU.
Miller in the paint, looking for the shot. She's going to work down low. Puts it up, off the glass. Sharon Miller
and
gets the great first lead.
Great move by Sharon Miller. That's what you love to see. Your big man going in strong, working one-on-one, and beating the defender to the basket.
Tainta. It's going to be a foul on the Lopes. It'll be on Sharon Miller. The Lopes get their first lead of the night thanks to Sharon Miller, the player who scored the first 2 points of the game for GCU.
Yeah, Sharon Miller had a little bit of an off game last game. Only played about 17 minutes, was 2 for 7 with 4 points. Right now, already doing a better job than she did against Montana. Love to see her getting going.
Top of the key, Riley, high three, no good. Rebounded. Hansen over to Jimenez. Johar down low. Johar is going to spot it for 2. No good. Rebounded by Caldwell. Caldwell pushing it up. Caldwell. And that's going to be a kickball. Lopes will hang on to it. So Howard will inbound down low. Lopes with a 1-point lead here with 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Howard inbounds it. Balagay off her fingers and out of bounds. So it'll be off of Portland State. Piera looking to check back in, and she will. So Taylor Howard will come back out. And it was out of bounds on GCU.
A little bit of confusion there.
Yeah, I thought maybe Hansen might have got her fingers in there, but no, it was definitely off Carla Balagay. But I digress, and Hansen pushes the ball up. Tipped and out of bounds on Portland State, so GCU gives it up. Portland State gives it right back.
Both teams just kind of turning the ball over quite a bit, but GCU has slowly started to figure out how to capitalize on those turnovers. Let's see what they can do right here.
Piera swings it around to Akula. Akula over to Caldwell. Caldwell, travel violation again. Taylor Caldwell got to settle her feet down a little bit. It seems like her body's moving before the ball's even on the floor.
Absolutely, she's a very fast player, but I think she's got to realize she has to wait to get set before she starts dribbling.
Bolston, post move down low. She's going to push it up and draw the foul.
Bolston at the line, she's 3 for 3 tonight from the free throw line.
Bolston putting up her 4th free throw and ties this game up. So we'll see if Bolston can knock it down again for Portland State. Free throw up and good. So 23-22 now. These are the first 2 points for Portland State all second quarter. Just been a little bit of sloppy basketball on both ends. Piera over to Akula. Bounce pass to Caldwell. Caldwell inside. Miller kicks it back out. Akula over to Piera. Piera on the drive. Draws in the double team. Kicks it back out. Akula, second three. No good. Not a bad look from Kavita Akula as Hansen pushes it up for Portland State.
I'd say it's a pretty good look right there from Akula. That one just barely short. Great job of creating space.
Bolston puts it up and puts it in. 25-22 goes the lead. Piera inside to Miller. Miller draws the charge. Pretty obvious foul by Sharon Miller. She's using her hand to push Bolston out of the way.
That's something you can't do, especially down low in the post. Love to see Miller get aggressive, but she's just got to kind of keep her hands down. I think throwing it up really just drew that obvious foul.
And now we'll see Deja Daniels step back in. Jimenez pushing it up. Hansen inside, off the glass, no good from Riley. Akula with the rebound, and Piera pushes it up. Piera swings it around. Caldwell inside to Daniel. Daniel working her way for two and puts it in. 24-25.
A great move by Deja Daniel underneath, really just spinning it around and putting it in with a little bit of grace.
Jimenez will try to run the clock down and see if she can get Portland State a final shot here in the second quarter. Inside, tipped. Daniels got it. 5 seconds to go. They'll push it up to Piera. Piera launches one, and it goes out of bounds. So that is how the first half will end. Lopes only down one, 25-24. So far, 4 points from Laura Piera, 2 points from Deja Daniel, 1 point from Kavita Akula, 9 points for Venla Varis. And I gotta say, Venla playing incredibly well so far for this team. And this is one of the biggest reasons why the Lopes are only down by 1.
Oh, absolutely. The Lopes started off the game. Not too strong and not too happy about that. Nicole Powell had to call a timeout, had to reconvene, and they pushed their momentum up. They're still in this game, in part due to the fact that Portland State has been very sloppy with the ball. But on top of that, you got to give credit to the defense and Ben Lavaris on offense for sure.
Clutch three-pointers from Ben Lavaris. Of course, the technical foul really got to turn it around for GCU in that first quarter, thanks to Keaton Gregg, the head coach of Portland State. But how about this offense? I mean, really turning it on after a very slow start in the first quarter.
Well, absolutely. The Lopes offense is firing on all cylinders right now. They're seeing the floor very well. And what I like is the players are really starting to figure out who can shoot from where. Ben Lavaris knowing exactly where she can shoot from. AJ Cephas knowing that her shot's not falling. So what she's going to do is she's starting to kick out more to outlet passes when she got that rebound. She started focusing a little bit more on defense. Just a great mindset and great basketball IQ all around.
Well, the Lopes are only down by 1 as we get ready for halftime here. And when we come back, we'll talk about the first half and get you ready for the second half right here on GCU TV.
One more member on our roster. Streets of New York is proud to announce Grand Canyon University to our winning team. We are now the official pizza of GCU. Go Lopes.
As a teacher, your calling was always to make a difference and positively impact the future. You live with a deep sense of purpose and strive to inspire generations of change. GCU's online Masters of Education degree program gives you the skills you need to grow and develop your career, while also making sure you have time for yourself and your family. Today, you can learn anywhere and anytime, giving kids a look into the technological advances that pushed you forward. Being strong and compassionate makes you a role model through this formative period in their lives. You're not just inspiring future generations of leaders and innovators to reach for their dreams, you're giving them the tools they need to achieve them.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Curiosity fuels you. It helps you understand the world around you. It's your guide through life. So when you're ready for a fulfilling new career, let your curiosity fuel that change. Change is difficult, but Grand Canyon University's online degree programs in technology make it convenient for you to achieve your dream. While businesses are being transformed by artificial intelligence and analytics, GCU teaches you how to plan for innovation and make sense of the world. By applying that knowledge to today's most challenging problems and sharing your insights, you're helping to build a better tomorrow for you, your community, and your family. Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Back inside the GCU Arena as halftime has now begun in an exciting first half so far for the Lopes, led by Ben Laveris with 9 points. GCU only finding themselves down by against the undefeated Portland State Vikings.
Absolutely. GCU doing a great job trying to spread the floor, trying to read on defense. Portland State has great IQ. They pass quite a bit. Very rarely does the ball actually hit the floor before it goes into the basket. So GCU doing a good job of reading those passes and breaking them up. I'm very impressed on the defensive side. On the offensive side, you love to see Ben Laveris getting going. Those 3 clutch threes. She's a great three-point shooter. But on top of that, Sharon Miller, 6 points. She's getting going down low. She only had 4 points in the loss against Montana on Friday, so she's starting to find her rhythm there, and I think that's why they're so close in this game.
Yeah, GCU, like you said, definitely taking advantage of those turnovers from Portland State and turning it into offense. That's really what's been keeping them in this game, like you said, Dom, is they're just really doing a good job of starting to slow down and find their shot.
Well, absolutely, and they're starting to figure out more on how to capitalize on those turnovers by Portland State. Portland State started kind of flipping the switch a little bit and not doing such a good job as capitalizing on GCU's turnovers. So it's been kind of a turnover game, and the winner of this game will be a result of who can capitalize on whose turnovers the best. And right now, GCU doing a great job, and I'm hoping they can carry this momentum into the second half.
Well, women's basketball isn't the only sport going on here at GCU. For an entire recap of what's been going on and what you missed, here's Jack O'Hara with tonight's Slopes Report.
I'm Jack O'Hara, and this is this week's Slopes Report. Despite their loss to Montana Friday night, women's basketball showed positive attributions from multiple players, including Taylor Caldwell, who had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 steals. Kavita Akula followed that up with 11 points and 4 assists, while Carla Balagay led the team in rebounds with 9. Men's basketball put up a valiant effort in their 74-66 loss to Nevada Sunday night in the Colangelo Classic. Trey Drexel led the team with 16 points, 5 takeaways, and was perfect from the 3-point line. Damari Milstead followed up his impressive performance against Boise State with 11 points, 5 takeaways, and 4 assists. Men's volleyball kicks off their season on January 3rd and are ranked number 14 for the second consecutive year. Tickets for the WAC basketball tournament go on sale on January 3rd as the tournament returns to Orleans Arena in Las Vegas on March 13th. On behalf of all GCU, I want to wish everybody a safe and happy Christmas holiday and a happy New Year. And I'm Jack O'Hara, and that was this week's Lopes Report.
It has been an absolutely exciting week in sports. Of course, the men's basketball team playing a great game at the Jerry Colangelo Classic at Talking Stick Resort Arena, barely losing to Nevada by 6 points. A great showing against a very highly ranked opponent.
Oh, absolutely. I think it was a great test for GCU's program, and the fact that they barely lost to, at the time, I believe Nevada was ranked either 5 or 6. They were somewhere in there, up in the top 10 for sure. And it's great to see that Dan Marley's team really just came out there, competed, gave them a run for their money, and I think it really just attests to what Dan Marley has done for this GCU basketball program.
Well, Laura Piera is a freshman here at GCU, all the way from Barcelona, Spain. And you always want to get to know the freshman and what Laura is interested in. So let's take a look at Laura Piera's This or That video.
I'm Laura Piera, and this is This or That.
Bowling or mini golf?
Bowling.
Downtown or beach?
Downtown.
Puppies?
No.
Downtown or beach?
Beach.
Puppies or kittens?
Puppies.
Manicure or pedicure?
Manicure.
Walk or scooter?
Scooter.
Fridays or Saturdays?
Saturdays.
Burrito or burrito bowl?
Burrito. What it means, burrito?
Burrito or burrito bowl?
Burrito bowl.
Music or podcasts?
Podcast.
Bowling or beach?
Beach.
Puppies or manicure?
Puppies.
Scooter or Saturdays?
Saturdays.
Burrito bowl or podcasts?
Podcast.
Beach or puppies?
Beach.
Saturdays or podcasts?
Saturdays.
Beach or Saturdays?
Beach.
Always nice to know a little bit more about Laura Piera, a very talented basketball player here for the women's basketball team, and a bright future here at GCU. And she's already putting on a show so far for us. Laura Piera right now with 4 points and a couple assists and a few rebounds. And Laura, really a big cornerstone piece for this program.
Well, absolutely, and she's doing more than just shooting the basket in this game, doing a great job of running that offense, trying to just find a good spread on the floor, and defensively reading the passes from Portland State. Just a great IQ all around. Lauren Piera, a freshman, is only going to get better and get more exciting as time goes on.
Well, Laura playing very well, everybody else playing very well for this team, and it's one of the reasons why they're only down by 1, and we'll see if the Lopes can keep this game close and hopefully push through here in the second half. When we come back, we'll get you ready for that second half. You're watching women's basketball here on GCU TV.
It's that time again. Time to be thankful. Time to be with loved ones. Family Christmas. And family traditions. Now's the time to make room for what's really important. The years go by fast, and the holidays even faster. This is your season. Seize it. GCU's online degree program puts you first, so you can make the most of your time. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University.
You use the latest technology to treat patients, but your care and compassion is timeless. And as an RN, you delight in sharing it. But there's always room to grow. Advancing your career means helping more patients and providing even more care. Grand Canyon University's online programs in nursing make it convenient for you to become the expert every patient deserves. Healthcare has made significant advancements, and GCU teaches you how to prepare for the future. By applying that knowledge, you're able to stay up to date with the latest medical technologies. And since GCU's nursing programs are online, you can access your program from anywhere, so you're always there for those most important.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
It's that time again. Time to be thankful. Time to be with loved ones.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
So say it to my face.
You don't know me. You know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter. Shortstop. High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
Do you want to be on Ask GCU? Twitter raffle.
Twitter raffle.
Tweet us your questions, and the person with the best question is going to get featured on the next episode with the crew.
My dudes.
What are you doing?
People don't like us very much, it seems.
Tweet hashtag AskGCU to get your question featured.
Welcome back, everybody, for the second half. We are getting ready at the end of halftime with 2 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the later half of this halftime as we get ready for the second half. There we go. I knew I'd find the words. Philip Katafmo alongside Dominic hitting the Lopes, only down by one, 25-24. And Dominic, we talked about it, Lopes doing very well, transitioning from defense to offense, scoring points, getting turnovers, and playing really well on both ends so far.
Well, absolutely. Love seeing what the Lopes have done so far, really capitalizing on those turnovers, reading the offense of Portland State from the defensive side, coming in, getting those steals, those passes, and really just doing a great job of trying to find their rhythm on the offensive boards.
Ben Lavaris leading the team so far with 9 points, 2 clutch threes to end out the first quarter, and well, GCU has been doing a great job of keeping this game close.
Absolutely, and they're going to need to continue this momentum if they want to pull out this win in the second half. They had a great second quarter and a great second half to the first quarter. If they want to continue this, they're going to need to have that same momentum in the third and the fourth. GCU doing a really great job of just seeing the basketball floor in general. The IQ is high for everyone on the team. I think they have what it takes to pull out the win.
Well, let's see what they need to do to pull out the win as we take a look at our Sanderson Ford 3 keys to the game.
So the 3 keys to the game brought to you by Sanderson Ford. Number 1, feed Sharon Miller. She's the team leader with 74 points coming into this game. She averages 10.6 per game. In last game against Montana, she only played 17 minutes, was 2 of 7 with 4 points. So far tonight, she's played 10 minutes. She's 3 of 4 with 6 points, so they've already got her going. They also need defense, and that's what they've done. PSU is a very high-scoring team. They shoot 787 from the free throw and 336 from the floor. GCU doing a great job of trying to lock them down, putting those presses on, and really making them pass the ball more than they want to. They also, number 3, need to be consistent with momentum, as we've said. Against Montana, they had a great first quarter, looked like a fantastic team. After that, they shut down and really just beat themselves out of that game. Right now, they're not doing that at all, doing the exact opposite. They have good momentum, and it's up to them to keep their heads into it heading into the second half.
Kavita Kula, Laura Piera, Ben Lavaris, AJ Cephas, and Sharon Miller make up the starting lineup for the Lopes starting this second half. And here we go. Piera, top of the key, guarded by Jimenez. Swings it around to Akula. Akula. Back over to Piera. Piera over to Varis. Varis back to Piera. Piera on the drive. Kicks it out. Akula starting out the second half with 3. Yes, she does! Kavita Akula knocking down her first 3, 27-25.
I'll tell you what, you don't like that. You don't like Lopes basketball. Hitting it from the 3, Kavita Akula missed the first 2 she took in the first quarter. Hits that one right there.
And Jimenez answers right back. Kylie Jimenez knocking down a 3 to put Portland State back up by 1, but a beautiful 3-point shot by Kavita Akula.
That's what you like to see. She's a 3-point shooter. When she gets in her rhythm, she can very well be dangerous.
Cephas, stolen by Bolston. A little bit of a risky pass from Cephas over to Akula. Bolston sees it and takes it away. Bolston gets a screen. West off the glass and in. Inside pass to West for 2 points. 27 now to 30. Piera. Down low, Miller. Right hand, Sharon forcing it up, no good. Rebounded by West. Jimenez pushing it up, swings it around, Bolston. Bolston down low. Riley puts it up for 2 and puts it in. 8 points now for Sydney Riley. And Portland State up now 32-27. And we will get a quick timeout from Nicole Powell. Coach Powell will reset things, and so will we. We'll take a break. When you come back, we'll get ready for the rest of this third quarter. You're watching women's basketball here on GCU TV.
Curiosity fuels you. It helps you understand the world around you. It's your guide through life. So when you're ready for a fulfilling new career, let your curiosity fuel that change. Change is difficult, but Grand Canyon University's online degree programs in technology make it convenient for you to achieve your dream. While businesses are being transformed by artificial intelligence and analytics, GCU teaches you how to plan for innovation and make sense of the world. By applying that knowledge to today's most challenging problems and sharing your insights, you're helping to build a better tomorrow for you, your community, and your family. Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Lopes down 32-27. Timeout from Coach Powell to kind of get this team in order a little bit. Started out pretty hot, a three-pointer by Kavita Kula, but a couple turnovers and back-to-back points from Portland State has got them back in the lead.
Yeah, Portland State really was stressing coming into the second half. You have to believe the turnovers, they were not happy at all with that. So they're really trying to limit those. They're going to move fast, and the Lopes have to match that.
So Kavita Kula will come to inbound the ball for GCU. Taylor Caldwell has checked in. I'm sorry, Carla Balagay has checked in. And Deja Daniel also finds herself on the floor. Akula inbounds it to Caldwell. Caldwell looking for somebody inside. She'll find Balagay. Balagay inside. Daniel blocked by West. Jimenez pushing it up. Gets it over. Two-pointer from Stoltler is good.
Jordan Stoller is so tall for Portland State. Really no defense against that one. Just quite the mismatch. Just kind of plucked it right into the basket.
Caldwell, bounce pass to Akula. Akula gets a screen from Daniel. Akula over to Varis. Varis gets it over to Caldwell. Caldwell on the drive. Caldwell swings it out. Akula, 4 seconds to shoot. Varis is going to have to force it up. No good, rebounded by Balagay. And that's going to wind down the shot clock. So shot clock violation for GCU and another turnover for the Lopes.
Ben Lavaris not hitting that one. You'd like to see her get back into the three-point rhythm she was in the first half.
Riley, spot up 2. That's good. Caldwell. Gets it inside. Balagay swings it out. Akula, spot up 3 again. Kavita Akula, no good. Balagay fighting for it. And it's going to be a jump ball, and Portland State now takes over possession. You know, Lopes did start off a little slow in the first quarter. Of course, technically it is the start of a new half, so maybe just shaking off a little bit of the cobwebs, I guess, or a little bit of that minor rust they may have picked up at the end of halftime.
Well, absolutely, and what I'm hoping is that GCU didn't get comfortable, because as soon as you get comfortable, the Portland State team is going to come straight at you.
Caldwell fighting for it, jump ball, and GCU should hang on to it. Didn't Portland State just win the jump ball earlier?
I believe so. A little bit of confusion there. Definitely on my end for sure, Phil. But it looks like they might actually award this one to Portland State.
Inbound. Bolston off the glass and in. 38-27 now goes the score. 13-0 run right now for Portland State. Varus over to Akula. Akula down low. Caldwell. Or I'm sorry, that is Kennedy Shorts, the freshman from Long Beach. She checks in. And we'll take her first free throws of the game.
Nice to see Kennedy Shorts getting a little bit of playing time in this game.
First one is good. Cut the deficit down to 10. We'll see if Kennedy can knock it down to single digits. That she will. 2 for 2 from Kennedy Shorts. Bolster to Jimenez. Jimenez over to Riley. Riley on the drive. Swings it out. Bolster, corner three. No good. Tipped around. It's going to be a foul. So it's going to be a foul on Kennedy Shorts. So Shorts' first foul of the game.
I'll tell you what, seeing Kennedy Shorts take those free throws right there, I think she's one of the more confident free throw shooters on the Slopes team.
Jimenez spot up 2, puts it in. 40-29 now the score. Kula gets it over to Caldwell. Caldwell, a little pressure from Bolston, but Bolston heads back down the floor. Varus swings it around. Shorts on the drive. Looking for somebody. Akula will hang on to it. Varus swings it around. Akula inside. Miller looking for 2. Sharon Miller puts it up, puts it in. Sharon Miller.
And another great move from Sharon Miller down under.
Jimenez, spot up 3. That's good. So Portland State responding almost immediately to those 2 points. Caldwell inside. Shorts puts it up. First 2 of the game for her, no good. Jimenez swings it over. Bolston gets it around to Riley. Riley will get a screen from Stolter. Riley back over to Bolston. Bolston on the drive. Tipped, and it'll be a foul.
I think the foul is definitely going to go on GCU, but I love seeing the double team. Bolston, who is so quick with the passes, once she gets the ball, you really got to come at her fast, and that's what GCU did right there.
So timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back. Right after this, you're watching women's basketball here on GCU TV.
Performance is your profession. You excel in bringing the best out of people. Through leadership and insight, you help others fulfill their promise. You share a unique bond with your family and cherish your time together. But you strive to take the next step in your career. GCU's online degree program in performance psychology will enhance your skills in helping others succeed. Master your craft in an online PhD program that puts innovation and technology at the heart of education. And you can do it all within a tight schedule without disrupting other aspects of your life. With a PhD in performance psychology, you'll have the tools you need to elevate your performance to the next level. When human excellence meets cutting-edge technology, business advances.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/.
Lopes finding themselves down here in the third quarter. 4 minutes and 41 seconds to go. 43-31 Vikings lead. And GCU's offense has been a little quiet so far since the start of this third quarter.
Well, absolutely. The Lopes just really have not met the momentum in the second half that Portland State has brought to the table. They did the same thing at the beginning of the first quarter. So let's see if GCU can start to turn things around and really just get that momentum going here.
Hansen will inbound. She'll get it to West. West for 2, no good. Rebounded by Cephas. Caldwell pushing it up. Defense by Tainta. Caldwell. Swings it around. Cephas. Over to Akula. Akula. Varus. Spot up 3. Venla Varus, no good.
That was a great look there by Venla Varus.
Second chance. AJ Cephas is able to draw the foul. Good hustle by AJ Cephas to follow that shot.
A good look there by Ben Lavaris. You know what? She got some space. She got open. It just didn't fall. But AJ Cephas, how about that rebound right there? Fighting for it.
Cephas over to Akula. Akula top of the key. Swings it around to Varis. Varis down low to Miller. Miller kicks it out. Akula. Another spot up three. Kavita Akula knocks it down. Another three-pointer for Kavita Akula.
And she brought us into this quarter with a big three, and she hits another one right there. That's what she does best.
Tainta over to Bolston. Bolston gets a screen by Hansen. Bolston. Tainta on the drive. Blocked. Sharon Miller got a piece of it. Caldwell gonna push it up. And it's gonna be a charge.
Yeah, that one I'm not sure about. Looked like, yeah. But nonetheless, charging foul. It's going to be a turnover.
Jimenez gets it into Bolster. Bolster's going to spot up. Rebounded by Miller. Caldwell pushing it up. Caldwell gets the screen. Caldwell swings it around. Varis down low to Miller. Miller back to Cephas. Cephas, two-pointer, no good.
Cephas is just having a really tough time finding the basket tonight.
Hansen, nice pass inside to West for two.
And that's really what you can't have. You can't have a transitional basket like that. Making it too easy for the Vikings.
Caldwell with it on the wing. Caldwell, spot up, two is good.
A nice little move there by Taylor Caldwell. Good to see her finally getting on board, her first two for the night.
West, turnaround two, rebounded by Akula. Akula pushing it up. Gets it over to Caldwell. Caldwell down low, Miller. Working the post, off the glass, no good. Miller fighting for her own board. It should be out of bounds on Portland State. It will be. Ooh, it looks like Bolston's down, but her and Sharon Miller are popping back up. Just gotten a little bit tripped up there.
I'll tell you what, that has been a fun battle to watch. Miller versus Bolston. Both two very aggressive girls going at each other, getting a little emotional, a little physical.
Piera checking in for Kavita Akula. Varis. Swings it over to Piera. Piera. Gets it over to Varis. Varis looking for space. Bounce pass to Miller. Miller back out over to Caldwell. Caldwell's going to spot it for two again and put it in. Taylor Caldwell, back-to-back twos for GCU.
Taylor Caldwell getting her first 4 points of the night, all within the last couple of minutes. She's really starting to turn things on. Let's see if she can get into a rhythm and really guide these Lopes to a victory.
Hansen inside. Jurhar swings it out to Tainta, tipped off the feet, and it'll be Lopes' ball. Obviously, tying this game up or getting the lead would be the preferred choice for Coach Powell, but in all honesty, if you keep this game within one or two, I think you've beaten Portland State.
I think no matter what, GCU just needs to put their head down and play their game. The score is obviously very important, but at this point, all you can do is focus on playing crisp basketball, limit your turnovers, go to work on defense, and then try to create opportunities here on offense.
Piera creating her own opportunity, drawing on the foul, and now she'll go to the line to shoot two. And misses the first one. There's her Piera's first free throws of the night, 0 for 1 so far. Let's see if she can put in the second one. Cut this deficit down to 6.
Returning for the Vikings, number 2, Sydney Riley.
Jimenez pushing it up. Jimenez Swings it around. Jurhar. Over to Riley. Riley back out to Jurhar. Jimenez, top of the key, 3 is good. 10-point lead back for Portland State.
Jimenez starting to get a little bit dangerous. As I mentioned in the first quarter, 21 points against University of Texas El Paso. Already 11 here tonight.
Sharon Miller up and in off the left hand, off the glass, and cuts the lead to 8.
And just as I'm talking about dangerous, the equally dangerous Sharon Miller with a good move there in the post.
Riley on the wing. Jurhar swings it around to Jimenez. Jimenez on the drive. And it'll be a foul on Laura Piera. Kavita Akula will check in for Ven Lavares. Hansen will inbound. Hansen swings it around. Jimenez back to Hansen. Hansen tipped. So it does not go out of bounds on GCU. It is out of bounds on GCU. Tipped around. Miller with the interception. Good defense by Sharon Miller. Piera going to draw the foul on Tainta.
Sharon Miller getting things done on both ends of the court here in this third quarter. That's what you like to see, a leader stepping up and trying to just do it all for her team.
Caldwell dribbling up the floor, 17 seconds for GCU. To make this deficit just a little bit smaller as we head into the fourth quarter. 9 seconds to shoot. Caldwell inside, Cephas. Cephas on the dribble, looking for the post. Cephas spin move, turnaround is no good. Rebounded by Piera, and there will be no shot. And we will head to the fourth quarter. Lopes down by 8. When we come back, we will get ready for the fourth quarter. You're watching women's basketball here on GCU TV.
State Credit Union, a local credit union serving the Valley for over 65 years, can assist you in buying your first home, refinancing your current home, or if you're dreaming of a retirement home. Canyon State Credit Union can provide you with a fast and affordable solution that meets your needs. Let Canyon State Credit Union run the numbers on your dream. Visit canyonstatecu.org or call 623-580-6015 for more information. Canyon State Credit Union, committed to you. We do business in accordance with the Equal Credit Opportunity Act, MLS number 410376.
You use the latest technology to treat patients, but your care and compassion is timeless. Advancing your career means helping more patients and providing even more care. Grand Canyon University's online programs in nursing make it convenient for you to become the expert every patient deserves.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, and nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu.
Enjoy coffee, tea, and smoothies from Grand Canyon's own GCBC. That's the Grand Canyon Beverage Company. Open to the Student Union, Roadrunner Apartments, and Diamondback Apartments. I'll tell you what, GCBC, quite a tasty drink, Phil.
Yeah, a lot of options there at the Grand Canyon Beverage Company, and it's only getting better. And hopefully GCU will improve their score 48-40 as we begin the fourth quarter. Portland State with possession. And we'll see what the Lopes can do as Kavita Akula inbounds it to Piera. I got a little confused there as West was standing next to the referee. I thought they were going to inbound the ball, but Lopes will hang on to it. Caldwell will spot it for 2 to start out this fourth quarter. And Jimenez will grab the rebound and push it up. Riley on the drive. It's going to be a charge. So the initial call was a charge.
Going to be a little discussion here by the officials.
It is going to be a charge. So it'll be a foul on Portland State.
Great job by Cephas. Really just bodying up, planting her feet, and able to get that charge, give the Lopes back the ball.
Yeah, right there, a charge on Sydney Riley. And Lopes will push it up with Laura Piera. Piera, Kula coming around on the wing, she'll get it to her. Kula, back over to Piera. Piera, over to Caldwell, inside to Miller. Miller, back over to Akula. Akula, spot up three, no good. Cephas fighting for it, she'll hang on to it. And it's Portland's ball again.
Nicole Powell not happy with that.
But I gotta agree, it's GCU's balls. Last time Portland State
I think we had this conversation
we did.
last time.
Yeah, this is GCU ball.
But I'll tell you what, how about AJ Cephas? Her shot's not falling. We talked about it all night, doing it on the defensive end, getting the offensive board right there. Love to see that. So, officials going back.
So they're looking at something.
The previous offensive foul on Portland State was number 2, Sydney Riley. That is his second.
So they figured out who the charge was on.
But we knew that.
But we did.
Nicole Powell livid on the bench right now. Not good officiating right there.
Riley spots up for 2 and puts it in. It should have.
We're
just gonna. You know what? We're just gonna move on from it. 10-point lead for Portland State. Piera over to Caldwell, or looking inside. It's gonna be a kick. It should have been Lope's ball.
We're just throw it out there. Dez caught it. You never know.
Yeah.
Just one of those things.
Piera. Looking over to Akula. Akula. Over to Caldwell. Caldwell looking for space. Should get it back out. Piera looking 3, and they'll call travel.
Well, she traveled, but had a pretty nice 3 right there after.
Yeah, nice spot-up shot there by Laura Piera, but it will not count. West breaks the press, gets it in. Jimenez on the right side. Jimenez over to Stolter. Stolter spot up 2, rainbow shot, no good. Rebounded by Stolter. Lopes are gonna fight for it. It'll be a jump ball, and it'll be Lopes. It'll be Lopes' ball. It is a jump ball, and it is Lopes' possession.
So they got it right this time, technically. But we could debate about this for a minute here, Phil.
Piera. Piera gets the screen. Swings it around. Caldwell over to Akula. Back to Caldwell. Caldwell gets the screen from Miller. Inside. Cephas looking for 2. No foul. Rebounded by Portland State. It'll go out of bounds on GCU, so Portland State will hang on to it.
Thunder, are you causing trouble over there?
Inbound it over to West. West spot up 2 is good. 12-point lead now for Portland State, 52-40. 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Still a lot of basketball to be played. Piera gets a screen for Miller. Piera on the drive. Spot up 2. Left hand is up and good.
Laura Piera with a nice little move going with the lefty trick there. Love to see that.
Riley over to Bolston. Bolston. Tipped by Cephas. Recovered by Stolter. Over to West. Back over to Jimenez. Jimenez for 2. No good. Rebounded by Caldwell. Caldwell gets a screen, gets it over to Piera. Piera on the drive, bounce pass into Miller, off the glass and in. Lopes cut the deficit to 8.
And Sharon Miller really starting to get things going here in this game. You love to see the big man.
Taylor Caldwell with the steal. Piera will push it up.
GCU really starting to push up the momentum here, putting pressure on Portland State.
Piera Great defense by Taylor Caldwell. Inside to Miller. Miller working down low. Off the glass and in. Sharon Miller again.
And have yourself a game, Sharon Miller. Was a little bit silent against Montana, was determined to come out here tonight, and she has, and she's brought the momentum.
West swings it around to Riley. Riley left hand off the glass and puts it in. 54-46. Piera. Bounce passes over to Akula. Akula inside to Miller. Miller. Back over to Piera. Piera tipped and out of bounds. It'll be Lopes ball. So Hansen and Daniels will check in for both teams respectively. Sharon Miller will check out.
Number 34.
We'll see what Deja Daniel can do. And Tainta coming in for Riley.
Also into the Vikings, number 20, Anna Tainta.
Tainta, another native from Spain. Cephas inside, off. AJ Cephas puts it in. 48-54.
AJ Cephas finally connecting. Maybe she can start to get things going here late in the fourth.
Pass stolen by Cephas. Piera pushing it up.
And a good decision there by Cephas to give the ball up, really let the offense settle in and get things going.
They'll swing it around. Caldwell inside to Daniel. Daniel gonna put it up and put it in. Lopes down by 4.
How about Deja Daniel with a great post move there? Really just slamming it in. The Lopes are firing on all cylinders here.
Hansen over to Bolston. And it looks like we have a foul on the Lopes. It'll be a foul on Deja Daniel.
Lopes foul number 34, Deja Daniel. That is her first.
It's Daniel's first foul. And we will get a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. Rest of this exciting fourth quarter left to be had when you come back. More women's basketball here on GCU TV.
You use the latest technology to treat patients, but your care and compassion is timeless. And as an RN, you delight in sharing it. But there's always room to grow. Advancing your career means helping more patients and providing even more care. Grand Canyon University's online programs in nursing make it convenient for you to become the expert every patient deserves. Healthcare has made significant advancements, and GCU teaches you how to prepare for the future. By applying that knowledge, you're able to stay up to date with the latest medical technologies. And since GCU's nursing programs are online, you can access your program from anywhere, so you're always there for those most important.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable, nonprofit. Visit gcu.edu/online.
So a big deficit for GCU has been cut down to 4, 54-50 with 4 minutes and 59 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. And Dominic, we are seeing an exciting basketball game led by Sharon Miller with 14 points for the senior.
Absolutely, I said it in the beginning, I put it in the Sanderson Ford, 3 keys to the game. Sharon Miller, quiet Friday night against Montana, loud here tonight. She came in on a mission to rebound, to score, and have a great defensive game, and that's exactly what she's done here tonight.
So the Lopes looking to cut the deficit down and get the lead. 4-point deficit for GCU with under 5 minutes to play. And we'll see what they can do. Hansen inbounds it for Portland State. Bolston, post move. Off the glass and in, 6-point lead now. Caldwell. Over to Akula. Akula swings it around. Cephas over to Piera. Piera on the drive. Inside, off the feet. It's going to be a kickball.
I'll tell you what, though, Phil. The Portland State Vikings have definitely gotten a run for their money
really
in this game. This might be one of the hardest games they've played all season.
Daniel over to Cephas, over to Akula. Akula top of the key. Gets to Piera. Piera inside to Daniel. Daniel post move, up and in! Deja Daniel cutting the deficit to 4.
And Deja Daniel wanted that all the way. She was calling for it. A great dish by Piera. Way to just sink it home by Daniel.
West, right hand, no good. Rebounded by the Lopes. Cephas.
How about Cephas with another huge rebound?
Another great rebound for AJ Cephas. Give her 4 on the night. Caldwell.
So the Lopes proving that even when your shots aren't falling, you can still win in other categories on the floor.
Over to Piera. Piera, 10 seconds to shoot. Gonna put it up off the step. No good. Jimenez, pushing it up.
And you gotta get a stop here, Phil. You have to get a stop if you're GCU.
Jimenez, inside. Kicks it back out. Over to Tainta. Gets the screen from West. Tainta almost loses it. Jimenez with it. 10 seconds to shoot for Portland State. Jimenez loses it, tipped around. 4 seconds to shoot. Bolston inside to Tainta for 2. No good, rebounded by Cephas. There's the stop you wanted.
And absolutely great defense there by the Lopes. Way to put the pressure on Portland State.
Piera. Caldwell. On the drive, inside. Daniel blocked. And Cephas keeps it up over to Piera.
How about Cephas on that save?
Piera, 3 seconds to shoot and draws the foul. Laura Piera drawing another foul. Lopes will have a fresh shot clock.
I love the teamwork I'm seeing here by the Lopes. Everybody feeding off each other's strengths. This is how you win basketball games.
So Deja Daniel checking out, Sharon Miller back in. Caldwell will inbound. Caldwell over to Cephas. Cephas over to Piera. Piera over to Caldwell. Caldwell inside. Sharon Miller, right hand, off the glass and in! Sharon Miller cutting the deficit to 2.
And Sharon Miller continues to dominate here in this game. You love to see those post moves like that. She's on fire.
West with it down low, guarded by Miller. 16 points for Sharon Miller. Caldwell tipped around, picked up by Jimenez. 10 seconds to shoot for Portland State. Inside, Bolston off the glass. Tough shot, but she got it.
But a still great defense right there by GCU.
Piera. Lopes down by 4, getting close to the 2-minute warning. Cephas on the drive. Cephas has to force it up. She'll draw the foul.
Oh, and she's holding that knee there. A little slow to get up, but she's good.
I think she may have just landed on the knee.
Yeah.
Nothing too dramatic. AJ is totally fine, but maybe just bumped that knee a little too hard.
I'm a very dramatic person, and this has been a very dramatic game.
I agree.
So
it's definitely a high-energy game.
Good to see that she is all right.
Cephas knocks down the first one. Cephas' second free throw on the way. No good, rebounded. Piera picks it up.
How about the freshman from Spain, Laura Piera, with the huge clutch rebound there.
Piera over to Caldwell. Caldwell on the drive, right hand off the glass, no good, rebounded by Portland State. Jimenez swings it around. Riley inside to West. Jimenez inside, tipped around by Caldwell. She'll pick it up and get it to Piera. Taylor Caldwell, another defensive stop.
And Taylor Caldwell, the freshman, with a great stop there.
No call on Sharon Miller.
Oh, that's a bad call there, Phil.
But they do give AJ Cephas the foul. Inbound, Bolston. Good defense again by AJ Cephas. The They get it into Bolston again. There'll be another foul.
So a lot of high-intensity basketball being played right now.
Lopes got to be careful because if they keep fouling, it's going to end up costing them free throws.
Absolutely.
With the game this close.
Neither team in the bonus yet, but obviously something you don't want to see.
Piera. Guarding Jimenez close. Jimenez over to Bolston. Bolston. It's it over to Riley. Riley back out to Bolston. Over to Jimenez, 9 seconds to shoot. Jimenez on the drive, kicks it out. Hansen for three. No good, rebounded by Sharon Miller. They'll get it over to Akula, tipped and stolen by Jimenez.
And not the smartest pass there by Piera. Probably should have just taken it up herself, but I understand what she was doing. She saw a great three-point shooter sprinting down the sideline, but that one was just read perfectly by Jimenez.
Timeout on the floor. We're going to stay here, 58-55. Sharon Miller, 16 points, 5 rebounds, playing very well so far for this team. Laura Piera playing well. Taylor Caldwell doing a great job on the defensive end. Close game. Lopes got to be able to finish it here.
Well, the Lopes are firing on all cylinders, and they did in the second half exactly what they did in the first half. Started out slow, couldn't match Portland State's momentum, their aggression, and then out of nowhere they spark up. They find a little bit of energy. Sharon Miller starts to get going. Piera starts to get going. Cephas has some great rebounds, some great defensive stops. And you love to see everybody just playing off of each other's strengths here.
Well, Lopes are playing definitely doing a much better job than they did in that entire third quarter, playing Portland State close. At one point, this game was a 12-point lead for Portland State. Lopes just started grinding away and finding buckets.
Well, absolutely, and it speaks numbers to GCU's character and their intensity, because Portland State has been blowing out teams all year, and right now, GCU is within 3.
But we'll see if the Lopes can get the lead back and hopefully win this game. Stoughton will inbound. Lopes, gonna be another foul. It'll be another foul on AJ Cephas.
Lopes foul number 23, AJ Cephas, first, second, 14 foul.
So an inbound for Portland State. Stoltner passes it in. Lopes double teamed, almost stolen. It's going to be a jump ball. Jump ball possession arrow is going the way of Portland State. Now it should switch over to GCU. They throw it in. GCU trying to swarm again. Jump ball. Lopes ball.
How about Sharon Miller? The name we've called all night, coming up clutch, grabbing that ball and not letting go, winning the jump. That's what you love to see.
Timeout Lopes, and they'll hang on to possession. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll see if the Lopes can get the win. You're watching women's basketball here on GCU TV.
Our armed forces' heroism, courage, and bravery give greater meaning to what it is to be an American. Grand Canyon University honors you and pays tribute to you and your family. As a community, GCU celebrates your service, your sacrifice, and your commitment. God bless all the brave men and women who put our country first. We want to do the same for you. GCU puts you first with its flexible and convenient online degree programs. We salute you and thank you for your service.
Feel the thunder in the heart of Phoenix. GCULopes.com.
24 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Lopes finding themselves down 3. A great defensive stop by Sharon Miller to get the jump ball call and get the possession arrow back in the way of the Lopes, and that's why they got the ball.
And Sharon Miller has really put the team on her shoulders. She's had nothing but help from the rest of her team as well, but she has really come out and controlled this game here in the second half.
There will be no shot clock as Piera inbounds it. Piera, top of the key. 18 seconds for the Lopes. They'll swing it over. Akula for three in the tie. No good. Tipped around, picked up by Caldwell. Caldwell back out. Akula over to Piera. Piera swings it around, stolen by Bolston, and the Lopes will foul.
So Akula with the open shot could not hit that three-pointer. It happens, Phil, it happens.
Is a good look by Kavita Akula. And now you got to hope that Bolston, who has been 5 for 5 so far on free throws, misses the shot, and the Lopes are able to push it down and get a three to tie it. Bolston's first free throw on the way, and hits it. 4-point lead now for Portland State. Second one on the way, and good. 6-point lead now for the Vikings. They'll push it up to Piera. Piera over to Miller. Miller is going to spot up for three. And that is how the game will end. But I will tell you what, Dominic, a team like Portland State coming into this game undefeated. They've played every team extremely well. Basically have blown out every team they've played. They come to the GCU Arena. They win by only 5. An incredible game on both sides of the floor for this team. Sharon Miller, 16 points. Taylor Caldwell, 6 rebounds. Laura Piera, 7 assists. All around, you cannot be angry or disappointed with how great this team played today.
Not at all. In their last game, Portland State obliterated University of Texas El Paso 89-61. They almost put up 90 points on a team. The next game, they could barely put up 60 because the Lopes put that much pressure and played with that much intensity here in this game. I love what I saw. It's going to be a great season and a great 2019 for the GCU women basketball team.
The next opportunity the Lopes have to break their 2-game losing streak will be in Long Beach, California, as they take on Long Beach State on the 16th of December. They will be back home in 2019, January 10th, against those pesky Aggies of New Mexico State. A huge rivalry game, and we'll see you in 2019. Follow Grand Canyon University on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GCU. The Lopes will have their opportunity in 2019, but that'll close it out for 2018 here at home. Good luck to the Lopes. Safe travels in Long Beach, California. Hopefully they can break the streak. If not, we'll see you right back here in 2019.
Absolutely, what a great game.